Hi everybody, and welcome back to another Shearer Smokes. And you join me just outside Edinburgh at the Peatland Hills. A really nice area, right? Quite an interesting history built up of three different types of areas. You have marshland, the woodland, obviously, and the oldest part being a raised bog, which they believe was created naturally around 6,000 years ago. And a little walk through part of the woodland was quite nice. You saw a little bit of that at the top of the video, and some nice natural background sounds going on. And here's a little video just to give you a taste of that. As I've mentioned before, there's nothing better than walking through some natural woodland with the sounds of the birds in the background, and today's no different. And as I said, once you come across this body of water here, it's a nice little treat at the end of a bit of a stroll. But yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, it's a really nice national park here, as I said, made up of those three different areas. And yeah, it's going to be nice to come back another day and explore more fully, probably in the summertime, a touch of better weather, hopefully. But yeah, plenty to explore, lots of trails, which is always good. And of course, a great place to come enjoy an outdoor pipe. And the pipe in question is the Peterson System Standard. This one was gifted to me by our good friend Gary, old and in the way. So Gary, when you catch up with this one, thank you very much. It's smoking wonderfully, and as I've said to you before, it's a great outdoors pipe. And talking of Gary, we had our usual catch up a few days ago online, which is always a great event. And we always seem to run out of time because we just chat non-stop and a good few laughs along the way, talking all things pipes, tobacco, and all sorts in between. So looking forward to the next one, Gary, when you return from your trip, and I can hear all about it then. And in the bowl, I have some of Rattray Black Mallory tobacco, and just to tell you what it says on the back of the tin. So it's basically a spicy Latakia with two differently cut Virginia tobaccos blended with Black Cavendish and Orientals. And here's a little snapshot. So a really tasty blend with that nice hit of Latakia coming through, which is giving you a bit of a perk up on a day like today when it's, as I said, a little bit overcast. Um, Now, going back to my previous video, I have to say a huge thanks to everyone that left a comment. I had Mark come over to visit me a few days ago, and he was very much humbled by the kind words. And on his behalf, I'd like to thank you all for those kind words, as I say. Now, during that video, I mentioned I was at the Edinburgh Cigar and Pipe Club meeting, and a great afternoon, as I said, was had. And my good pal Constantine was there, Constantine the artist. Now, I have Constantine on Instagram, and he does a weekly thing where he puts up one of his original pencil drawings. And right at the very start of this idea of his, he had put one up, a self-portrait, as he normally does. And I thought to myself, I must have that. It's going to look amazing on my wall. And went ahead and got it. And of course, all the problems with my housing arose. So very kindly, Constantine's been keeping hold of it in his studio. And on that day, at the club meeting, was the official handing over of the drawing, and here's a snapshot of that. So there's a bit of a glare coming off the protective film on the drawing itself. So here's a much better picture once I got the drawing framed, and it's now hanging pride of place in the Shearer cigar lounge. So I think you'll agree that Constantine looks quite at home in the corner of the Shearer cigar lounge. And Constantine, if you're catching up with this video, then thank you again, my friend. Really appreciate that work of art that you've created, and the collection, as I said, is just outstanding. So a little bit of light coming through the clouds there. There's actually a little tiny patch of blue sky, so I might be lucky enough to miss the showers, and I can go for another stroll back through the woods. Now I've got a couple more shifts to do, then I'm off for 7 days, and during that time I'm going to be heading down to Liverpool, then on to Southampton to meet up with my daughter Millie, who's just returned from her travels, 2 years away travelling New Zealand and Australia, so looking forward to catching up with her. And I'm hoping the weather is going to be a lot better down south. It normally is, especially in Hampshire. And if I come across anything exciting, then I will of course share it with you in the next video. But until then, as I said, I'm going to just hang back here, finish what's in the bowl on a little stroll, and head off back to the car through the woods. And just like to say again, thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Very much appreciated as always. And until next time, as always, my name's Shearer. Enjoy your smokes.